Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Tomorrow is my dad's birthday, so happy birthday to him. I'm pretty sure that he watches my videos, even though he says he doesn't. Yeah, my legged friend is indeed still there. I'm somehow learning to live with it. It's like we have a bit of a mutual understanding. It stays over there, and I will stay over there, and yeah, no issues. But if there were a second spider or something, if I kill the one, I'm killing both. So that is if I'm brave enough to do so. I killed my first spider about last week with the vacuum cleaner in my bedroom because I didn't want my dad coming into my bedroom. So yeah, hooray to me. I managed to get over my fear, I suppose, for a moment. Anyway, the fear is definitely still there. It's not coming any closer to me, thank God. But yeah, so there's that. I finally received another copy of Reckless, which finally is completely undamaged, thank God, because it was starting to annoy me. If you don't know, I ordered 2 books of the same one before, and both of them were badly damaged, or at least the first one was badly damaged, the second one was slightly damaged, but I couldn't live with it, so I sent them back, and now I have an undamaged copy. Finally, again, I wouldn't have been a pain in the ass if it were a normal edition, but it was a collector's edition, and I will not budge on quality because, you know, you do pay extra for collector's editions. It is, yeah, it's just close to my heart, and if I get a damaged product, again, if it were a second-hand book, sure. If it were a normal edition, fine-ish, but not with a collector's edition. Just know I need those perfect, and yeah, I will not budge on that. It just is what it is. So I'm pretty happy that that came in pretty well. So I wanted to make a cake for my dad, but he kind of complains about everything, so I figured I wouldn't, because I know he's gonna complain about the shape, he's gonna complain about the frosting, he's gonna complain about the flavor. It's just my dad, but it's fine. But he ordered one anyway, before I even wanted to, so that's kind of fine. He got one with ganache. I'm not 100% sure what that tastes like. It's been years since I've had a real cake kind of slice, birthday cake kind of thing. Because usually with my birthdays I just eat something, well, not necessarily cake, but I tend to order in Indian food or Greek or something, pizza or whatever. That's my kind of idea of whatever, because, you know, I can place that in the fridge, but cake tends to taste different the day after. And since it's usually me and my mom and my dad, a full cake doesn't usually run out. I guess it doesn't really, it's too much. There's too much left. And unfortunately, that's just a shame of the product, but it's also a shame of the money wasted on it. Sorry, I adjust this. Forgot to adjust before I started filming, because I did just come out of the shower. I'm a little bit hasty right now. But yeah. So it's been a bit of a day, and yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm good at making cakes either, by the way. I'm not at all. I don't have a lot of experience. The best experience that I had was also the worst, and I will tell you about this. Well, it's a bit of a funny story. So back when I was still in high school, and on one of the days that I actually went, which weren't many, that was like 5 days at some point in one of my years where I went. So, oh well. But anyway, so one day we had the um, assignment to make a cake. The problem was I was being so precise, being so careful, and so, how do I say it? Perfectionism? Perfectionistic? Is that even a word? I don't know. It was so, yeah, I was being so profession perfectionistic. I don't know if it's actually a word, but I'm sure you understand what I mean, so it's fine. That my cake not only took too long, but it just came out the best. So the flavor was the best. I got a 10 for that. I got a 10 for presentation. I got a 10 for details. But I got a, what was it? I basically got failed because I took 3 times the time that everyone else did, and we had a specific time limit. Even though their cakes looked like shit, or some of them anyway, some of them looked decent. Yeah, even the taste wasn't as great, but I still got failed because I did not do it in the time that I was asked to do it, because I was being too perfectionistic. But yeah, so that kind of both upset me, even though the teacher was really proud of me and all of that. Oh, never mind. Thought it moved. Even though the teacher thought mine was best and liked it most and whatever, she basically had to fail me on principle because I didn't do it in time, which really sucked. And at the end, everybody kind of laughed at me, which was ridiculous because in the end I did do what I needed to do, just not in the time limit. But yeah, so I remember that she asked me, because usually when you make something at school, like something edible, most of the time you can take it home, right? But she asked me to leave it for the staff, and I said fine, it's fine with me because I don't really like cake. It's too sweet for me. It's too powerful a taste, I suppose, most of the time. I can tolerate a bit, but not much. There's actually a type of cake that's not really a cake, but I really like it. I just don't know how to translate the word. So here in the Netherlands, we call it kwarktaart from Dr. Utker, and it's some sort of yogurt but thicker. And then you have this mix, you have to mix it with something, and it goes onto a cookie crumble dough-like bottom. That's what I really like. It's yeah, I don't really know. I have no idea. Is it a quiche? Could be. I have no idea. But yeah, that's kind of what I like, because one, it's more healthy. Two, it's more fresh. The cookies are kind of sweet, but in combination with the mix that you put on top of it, it's not as bad. The taste is kind of great. But when you have these bakery products, they can be like overwhelmingly sweet, overwhelmingly, yeah, just thick, and it's just too powerful a taste for me. So that's also one of the reasons that why when I am eating cake, even if it's just normal cake, vanilla cake, or whatever, I do tend to make it myself because I can add the sugar to how I want it, or rather, leave sugar out as much as I want, which makes it a lot more healthy as well. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a loss for words right now. I know the words, but they're not coming to me like usually. I'm weird, will always be weird. I'm fine with that. But okay, so yeah. So I'm wondering what today's gonna be like. My mom already cancelled. She's telling me for the so many times in the past few weeks that she's sick. Yeah, surprise, surprise. It's fine. Even on his birthday. I'm surprised to see what happens on the 10th of August. If you don't know, my birthday, my personal birthday, is on the 10th of August. I was born in 1995. I'm 29 and I will be 30 in August. So, yeah, it's gonna be something. But I'm worried. I'm a bit worried about my mom not being there. Even though she's not the best company, she's still my mom, and even though she's boring and I have better luck getting a response from a wall, a solid wall, you know, I still kind of want her there. And I kind of miss the pets, the cat and the dog, Luna and Loki. Yeah. For those of you who are interested, I'll tell you another funny story. When I was 19-ish. Shit, is Luna that old? Yeah, when I was about 19, I begged my mom to finally get a dog. I've wanted a dog all my life, and I kept begging her, and I was getting my vacation money, and so I figured I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get a dog. So me and my mom finally agreed, and we got this beautiful puppy. And I was thinking about one of the most unique names I could think of. Yeah, that turned out well. As you can guess, it was Luna. And I named her Luna because it fit with my cat at the time. His name was Moonlight. Uh, I named Moonlight that because he was a beautiful gray. He was like a silvery gray color with moons in his side, like full circles in his side, on each side. And it was so beautiful. It just fit perfectly. And Moonlight was the best cat, and I figured that Luna would be perfect for a dog. Also because I thought that it was a very unique name. Um, Technically, she's both named after Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, as well as the actual moon. Luna means moon in Spanish. Probably another language too, but yeah. So I thought that was a beautiful name with, you know, working well with my cats at the time. And yeah, it just felt perfect because otherwise I would have called her either Sol, which is sun in Spanish, or I would have called her Nova. But Nova didn't really fit her. The colors, she's like a wolf gray, wild kind of color, and so it just didn't fit, you know. Nova is great when you have a dog with a light color, like a golden retriever or a Labrador or a Nova Scotia Doctal Retriever, which is one of my favorite breeds. But it just didn't fit Luna, so I went with Luna. Only to get to the vet at some point to have her chipped and vaccinated. And my veterinarian, he kindly informed me like this: oh, another Luna. Yep, that's how I found out it was definitely not a unique name. Like, he literally rolled his eyes in annoyance of another Luna. The good thing only was that everyone else in the Netherlands here would spell Luna Loena, and I spell it Luna. That was the only difference in the name, is the spelling. So yeah, the moment that the veterinarian did that, obviously I asked, "You've heard that name before?" "Just in every other patient," he says. "Oh, well, damn. That's unfortunate." But I went with the name anyway because it was too perfect, and she was already listening to that name. And fun fact, even though I'm the one who was supposed to have the puppy and it was supposed to be my dog, on the ride home from the people we bought her from, she already had these eyes for my mom, and my mom kind of had the same with her. And if you know something about schizophrenic people, my mom's schizophrenia, they tend to do better with pets. Or at least in my experience, when my mom was utterly alone without any pets, it was kind of bad. But the pets, cat and the dog, are definitely lighting things up. Unfortunately, Moonlight did pass away a couple of years ago, but she now has Loki, which is luckily not as much of a used name, at least not here in the Netherlands, not at our veterinarian, who was very glad to hear that. I named him Loki after one of the... Come on. Not Greek, right? No. Is it one of the Viking gods? I think it is. No? Yes? Maybe? Asgard. It's an Asgardian god, no? I'm not sure right now. At the time I was really into that stuff. I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I think it is, yeah. And so, yeah, it was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And so I chose Loki at the time. Also because it really fit his face, but also his personality. He's such a little diva and such a little B-word. Sometimes he comes up to me and he pretends to be really sweet, and then he just runs away. Like, "You wanna pet me?" "Nope." Kind of like that, like teasing and stuff. But he is really cute. They're both really cute, and my dog loves him to death, and they both love each other like that. So, yeah. And then there's the part where Loki tends to throw things off of the closets and stuff for Luna to eat. Would Luna do the same thing? Absolutely not, but sure. And with that, I'm gonna conclude my fun little stories. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you watched till the end. I doubt it, but if you do, thank you very much. I love you either way, though I suppose you wouldn't see this. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that you will have a great morning, a great night, a great evening, and a great day. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. If not, it's okay. You know, I won't hold it against you if you don't like my videos. It's fine. So anyway, I love you. Have a good night and sleep well.